Hello. What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm using my computer so I can't see your I don't know if you tried to send me an emoji. So I'm just on here. Anybody that wants to come on, I'm on here. If you want to ask any questions, you can drop them in the chat and I'll be sure to respond. I'm looking kind of crazy this evening, but it's all good. Thank you for being excited, Miss Kai. I'm excited to be here. I'm not used to doing live, but I said, let me go ahead and just do live, you know? Thank you. I don't feel like it. You're so funny. How's it going? You're my biggest supporter. Shout out to you. Do you have questions? Go ahead. Shoot me some questions. Anybody that joins, you can ask me any questions that you like, and I'll try to answer them. I'm doing okay. I'm a little tired, like I said, but it's all good. I'm happy to be here. But yeah, so tune in to anyone that wants to join. Anybody that is new, I am a relationship coach. I'm basically a spiritual life coach. So I help people in relationships. I do Reiki healing, as you see on my channel. I've been posting, doing some healing sessions. And also, I'm into astrology, numerology. I have an Etsy shop. I also do readings. I have a couple of tarot readings on this channel. So if you're interested in any of that and you would like to ask me any questions, make sure you do so. So yeah, that was just a little brief introduction of me. Whoever wants to ask questions or whoever come across this video, you'll know exactly what I do. But how would I know the difference between intuition and overthinking and assuming? Um, your overthinking, your intuition, it comes to you naturally. It just comes to you out the blue. A lot of times when we overthink, it comes from fear. It comes from fear, and your intuition is not fear based. So if you always are in your mind, in your head, then you are going to be overthinking a lot. So you won't be able to hear your intuition. So if you're like in a calm mindset or calm frame, you'll be able to hear what's coming to you. You'll be able to feel what's coming to you. You are what? You said, yes, I am what? Or overthinking? Hi, whoever just joined. I can't, Yoshi? I'm sorry, I can't pronounce your name, but thank you for joining. Just any questions that you have, you can ask me any questions. I'm here to answer them. Any questions? Okay, so you said about overthinking. Yes. Yeah. You can, if you're too much in your head, then it's going to be hard for you to hear your intuition. It's going to be hard for you to know if it's your intuition or not, especially if you are too much in your head. You get what I'm saying? So start quieting your mind so you can hear and feel things around you so you can be guided in the right direction. You have a lot of questions for me, huh, Kai? How can I overcome worrying and fear? Worrying, fear. One thing is you got to stop overthinking. If you overthink a lot, you have to stop. Now, I don't know if you ever do this or you have thought about doing this, but meditation is really important to go within, to connect with yourself. and to stop the chatter going on in your head so that you won't, fear, have these fears, or you can tune in to why you are worried or what you're worried about or what you fear. You get what I'm saying? Um, you're moving fast, kind of. I'm trying to answer all your questions, but so yeah, how can I overcome worry and fear? So try quieting the mind, because basically what you said in your first question is that you overthink. Like, how can you stop? How could you tell about overthinking versus intuition? So remember, overthinking comes from fear and worry. So when you start to quiet the mind, you start to walk out in nature, retreat yourself, or do some form of meditation. You can tune into yourself. So that's what you want to start doing, is tune into your inner self and see where that fear is coming from, and start asking yourself why you fear this. Why are you worried about that? Okay, so it starts from tuning into yourself first. I hope that makes sense. Let me know, Kai. um, is what was your next question? Because it's moving a little bit fast. I practice mindfulness. You do? Oh, so you saying that you do practice mindfulness? Is that what you're saying? Oh, how can I practice mindfulness? Oh, how can you practice mindfulness? Okay, what you want to do, okay, is you want to stop and observe your thoughts, observe your body, your feelings. You want to stop and observe. Okay, what you feel, your thoughts, and when you do observe that, then you don't want to feed into it. You don't want to give it any attention. You don't want to give it any energy, and you just want to accept and be okay with it. Be okay with what's going on. Be okay with the thoughts, and don't give it any power, because especially if it's negative, it's negativity that you're always feeling or thinking, and you give it power, then it's going to it's going to overtake you. So you want to start by just observing your thoughts and how you feel. Okay. I don't know if I missed any. Hope that answered your questions as well. Looking at your comments right now. What I have a difficult time with meditation. Why do you have a difficult time with meditation? What's difficult about it? So my question is to you, why do you have a difficult time with meditation? The second is, what's difficult about it, and what have you done? And how long have you practiced meditation? Like, what have you done to meditate? What are some of the things you have done to meditate? So drop that below. I need to know so I can help you more. And let me see. And while you're, thinking about the questions I just asked you, I think, okay. Miss Yoshi, how do you what do you mean, like, free yourself from expectation? Can you elaborate more on that when you say expectations? Because it shouldn't be any expectations. You'll be setting yourself up for failure with expectations in a relationship. So what do you mean by how do you free yourself? You set boundaries for one. Boundaries is important in a relationship. So you definitely want to set boundaries. You have to have boundaries in place. Okay. And let me see. Where did you, I think because I try to quiet my mind, like I have a lot of thoughts that's been running around. Right, but okay, are you telling me, Kai, that that's how you meditate? You try to quiet, like how long have you been doing this for? Like, what do you do? Do you actually listen to guided meditations? Do you take a walk? What is your form of meditation like? Do you sit there, you know, because you don't want to, you just want to observe. Maybe maybe you're doing too much. Okay. You try to quiet your mind and you try to listen. Yes, I try to quiet my mind and I try. How long have you been doing this for, Kai? How not to take things personal. Know what you want. Okay. You gotta know yourself. And you gotta, if it triggers you, Miss Yoshi, I don't know, Miss, yeah, I don't, I'm sorry if I'm saying your name incorrectly, but when you say how to not take things personal, you have to know yourself. And if it's something that triggers you, that's something that you got to work on within. Yoshi is fine. Okay, thank you. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. But it's something that you have to work on within yourself. If it's, I would probably need a little bit more information to really give you a better, answer. What do you want to make of Kai daily habit? You want to make what a daily habit of you? What, meditation, or what is it that you want to make a daily habit, Miss Kai? Oh, guided meditation. But I want to do it. You want to do okay. So if you want to set the intentions and you want to challenge yourself, if meditating is something that you want to do, what is stopping you from doing that? What is stopping you from actually, meditating? What is stopping you from actually meditating? Let me know, Kai. Let me know. Because if you say you want to do it, why aren't you doing it? So you can start out with guided meditation. There's so many on YouTube. Especially started, that's how I started out. I started out with guided meditation. Guided meditation is very, very, very easy to follow. Okay, but that's the story you're telling yourself again and again and again. You want to make sure you challenge yourself. Challenge yourself. Say, I'm going to make it, and this is going to be my intention every single day, to make it a point to meditate each morning or before I go to sleep 10 minutes per day, 5 minutes per day. You don't even have to give yourself that long, 5 minutes. And let me follow some guided meditations. Have you even tried using guided meditations? Yeah, challenge yourself. Give yourself 30 days. You want to challenge, that's you got to keep doing it, but you got to stop. You got to get that out your mind of, there you go, overthinking again, of saying and telling yourself that, but I can't meditate. You have to push yourself to do it. Like I'm on a challenge myself, like a workout challenge. And even if when you don't feel like it, that's when you got to do it. You don't want to only do it when you feel like doing it. You want to push yourself to do it. That's how you experience breakthroughs. That's how you experience breakthroughs. No problem. Any other questions? This is very interesting. I'm going to have to do this more often. Maybe at a different time because there's not a lot of people on, but it's okay. I have to do it more often. No, you can't do it when you're only in the mood. You got to do it. And that's what my mentor, he helps me out a lot with that. You definitely have to push yourself even when you don't feel like it. Because a lot of times we don't feel like it. And if you only do it when you're in the mood, who knows when that would be, especially if you're trying to, change things, change certain habits. You know what I mean? So you definitely want to make sure that you are pushing yourself each and every day so you can reach your goal. You will never be able to reach your goal if you only do it when you feel like doing it. You have to change your daily habits. How can I detach myself from a soulmate connection? What do you mean by detach yourself from a soulmate connection? Like, are you attached to a specific person? Are you saying a soul tie, you mean? Or like a karmic person? Karmic relationship, somebody that's not healthy for you? Okay. Um, so how are you attached? Some of the things that you're doing? Like, how do you feel? Why do you feel attached? Tell me why you feel attached to this specific person. How to say? So, Miss Yoshi, you want to how to say how to stay your authentic self in a relationship and stay detached. Okay, so you want to set boundaries in a relationship. You always want to be your authentic self no matter what. You come in the relationship being your authentic self, being who you are. They're supposed to your partner is supposed to accept you for who you are already. And if they're trying to, I don't know your situation, but if they're trying to change you or you're trying to become this person that they want you to become, that's not the right relationship for you. So going into a relationship, you always want to be yourself first. And whatever that looks like for you, you love yourself first. And whoever you match, whoever you come across, they are going to love you as well. And if they don't, then that person is not for you. So make sure that you are setting boundaries in a relationship. You know, making sure that they're not disrespecting you or overstepping their boundaries. Okay. So that's yeah. You always like you want to be yourself now. You get what I mean? And I don't know if they're not accepting you for who you are right now, but they're not for you. I said feeling very pulled towards them. You're so welcome, Miss Yoshi. Any more questions you can ask me. You're so welcome. Feeling very pulled towards them. So you feel very pulled towards like, are you always thinking about them all the time, Miss Kai? Are you always thinking about them? And how do you know if it's a karmic relationship, Miss Kai? I'm gonna have some questions for you. How you know that it's a karmic relationship? Sometimes we get obsessed, with certain people. Like really obsessed with certain people and we don't know how it's like we don't know how to break that and then we automatically assume it was like a karmic relationship. Say like if it was a karmic relationship, you want to just bring that energy and focus that energy onto yourself. So make sure that you are focusing on yourself, your own needs. Make sure that you are praying, whoever your source, whoever you pray to, and ask if they're really in your head like that. If you're really thinking about them over and over again, please remove whoever is not for me. Yeah, that was me, Miss Yoshi. That was me at one point too. Um, I have gotten attached to a person before in my past and was lost in it. in that. But that's because I didn't have any boundaries set. I was putting them first. I was putting them before my needs. I will always put them first. I will always want to satisfy them. It will always be about them and not about me. So you learn from your relationships. And that's what I learned. Like, I don't want this. I really wasn't happy. If you have to always put other people like needs before you, then yeah, you're going to get lost in the relationship because you're not looking out for yourself. And that's why it's really important to really work on yourself before you get involved in a relationship. It's so important to work on yourself, you know what I mean, before you get involved in a relationship. Because that was me at one point, feeling so attached and getting myself lost in the relationship. And I didn't know why. So focus on you and what you need and set those boundaries. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's important. Know who you are, get to know yourself first, you know? You say you've been through that as well, Kai? Yeah, definitely. That's what you're doing now. That's what I'm talking about. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it may feel like you're, alone in this, like when you start focusing on yourself, but it's a learning lesson, that we go through in relationships, whether it's friendships, platonic relationships, romantic relationships. And it's like once you start focusing on yourself, you become more confident in who you are. Then you will start to raise your standards when you come across, different people that comes into your life or whoever you start to date. You become more pickier, because you start to put yourself first. Yes. What are some things that I can do to practice self-love? Do you love to journal? Do you love affirmations? Because affirmations, you can it's plenty of ways. You can do affirmations, excuse me, I'm trying to say talk. But affirmations is really good. Positive affirmations is really good to do. Listening to really positive music, like high vibrational frequency music, that can get you in a very positive state and makes you feel a certain type of way, like feel good about yourself. Doing some of the things that you love, okay? Taking care of your needs, okay? So there's plenty of ways. If you love affirmations, you can start speaking affirmations. You try journaling and affirmations, but then stop. Oh, girl, you can't do that. You can't do that, Kai. You got to keep going. That's the thing. You have to keep going. You have to. That's why I said try to challenge yourself. Give yourself like 30 days. Let me journal for 30 days, or let me do some meditation, or let me do, like state some good positive affirmations, self love affirmations. Yeah, and you will see the difference. So don't be in it here and now because you're thinking, oh, it's not working. But that's the story you keep telling yourself. And when you keep telling yourself that story, then that's what your reality is going to likely become, because it's your belief behind it, Miss Kai. It's your belief. And if you feel like nothing's going to work, it's not. But you have to give it a chance. You can't just quit. You can't just stop. That's why it's a lot of, there's successful people that keeps going no matter what. You got to persevere. You have to keep going. You have to be persistent. So you got to keep working towards it. It's going to feel challenging, but that's the whole thing. That's how you're going to grow. That's how you're going to elevate. If you just give up, you're not going to see a difference. So be in the present, enjoy what you're doing now. Enjoy the moment. You get me? um you can do, if you ever heard of you said self-reflection, if you ever heard of shadow work, you can start writing things down and asking yourself some questions to whatever it is that you're going through. Whatever it is that you're going through, you can actually start asking yourself questions like that's making you feel some type of way. So that's part of journaling too, and then that could be called it's what is called shadow work. Excuse me. Okay, so that's one thing. Another thing, another way to self reflect is you can start talking to yourself, start talking to yourself, ask yourself questions, look in the mirror, okay, and tell yourself things that's positive. Speak highly about yourself because you're going to eventually instill that confidence that you need. And this is going to help you in all areas of life. Relationships, who you attract, how you think. So if you love to journal, Miss Kai, continue to do that. Continue to do that. That's what is called shadow work. Shadow work is, a part of like self reflection is to really get inside and tune into your inner self. Right. Yeah. Yeah, but I want you, Kai, I want you to keep going. Keep going. Like really challenge yourself. Don't give up because it's going to be a challenge. But if you give up, you're not going to see any results. And be worrying through the process, you're not going to enjoy the process. How do I know if I'm currently going in the right direction? How do you know? It's how you if you okay, look back at your life and see how far you came. Okay, that's one way. Another way is, are you presently or currently living in the present moment? Are you going with the flow? Okay. So your habits, the way you know that you're going in the right direction is certain habits that you create. If you're still doing the same thing that you were doing last year, then you're not going in the right place. Like if you're not like it's not like your life is going to be completely like, oh yes, this is my life is great right now because we're going to have bumps and roads. But if you continue to push through it, you know you're going on the right path in the right direction. So just make sure that you are improving every single day. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you are improving every day. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much. I'm glad that you enjoy my videos. Thank you so much for watching. You're my biggest support. Same thing, Miss Kai. How do you control against negative thinking? It's the same thing. Meditation, quieting the mind, and doing your shadow work, which is your self reflection. Also, it could be if you are around the wrong people or the wrong environment. So your environment says a lot. The people that you hang with, it says a lot too. So if you're always if you feel like you're in a negative environment, if you feel like you're around negative people and you're always feeling negative, that's because you're on the wrong, in the wrong you're not on the right path or in the right environment or have the right people around you. So controlling your negative thoughts, you definitely want to start to observe. You want to sit with yourself and get rid of any distractions around you. So I'm going about to wrap this up. We're going on 30 minutes. It didn't even feel like it's been that long. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing these lives more often. Um, how do I find my life purpose? Um, the way there's different ways that you can do to walk you into your life purpose. One way is to start focusing on and doing things that you love doing. Do things that you love doing. Okay. And whatever you're passionate about, really, really start to take it serious. Take it serious. Okay, take it serious, and you will run into your purpose of what you're called to do. You might be doing it now and not even realize it. Another way you can find out what your life purpose is, if you still have so much trouble, another way is that you can, if you're into astrology or numerology, but you can find your life purpose in astrology or numerology as well, if you really are having trouble finding out what that is. But sometimes you walk into your purpose. So I hope that you get me, Kai. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But yes, it's been a minute, 30 minutes. I'm so happy that I did this. Stay tuned for more videos. I'll be having some more Reiki videos. Thank you so much, Mr. Yoshi. I appreciate you. You have a lovely evening as well. Thank you. All right, I'm about to go. You guys have a good one. Oh, a TikTok. I don't have well, I do have a TikTok account. It's okay. I don't use it. It's Rochelle.Smith. I have Instagram. Let me type it in the chat. My Instagram is, oh man, wait, can I type it? What's going on? Instagram. I don't really use TikTok, but here here it goes. I think you can find me. I don't even think I know my TikTok. That's a shame. Rochelle. I think it's Rochelle.Smith. I need to be posted on there too. But I appreciate you guys' support. I do have a service for life purposes. Thank you so much. Kahari. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. I apologize. But thank you. I'll see you guys later. You guys have a nice evening.